Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome to part 20. Part 20 of my playthrough as Portugal in EU4. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the full assault, deploying an immense amount of soldiers. As we can see, we have over 100,000 currently deployed in southern Arabia, ready to do a pincer move on Yemen and Hadramawt. So we have 58,000 coming from the east, and we have over 70,000 coming down from the north. So let's let this rip, shall we? Whoa. Okay, we got a lot of people leaving the coalition just like that. That's interesting, actually, considering the fact that I just literally just beat up on the Mamluks here. That's very fascinating. So, as you can see, we're besieging the Yemeni capital, Taiz, and the modern Yemeni capital at Sana'a, or Sana'a, or Sana'a. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it. I think it's Sana'a. Like I've usually heard, at least like on the news, that a city pronounces Sana'a. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is the capital of the Houthis at the moment. Yeah, so unfortunately, we have a ton of overextension and not really any admin power to deal with said overextension. So when you have over 100 overextension, you start getting some negative events. That's for sure, ladies and gentlemen. You start getting some negative events along with all these significant debuffs. So we want to deal with that as soon as we can. But I mean, if you look at how much some of these are going to cost to core up, we're not going to be able to deal with this anytime soon. Or we're not going to be able to fully core all these up anytime soon, to be completely honest with y'all. I think the one, though, I should prioritize coring up is Barcelona here. I might even want to consider consolidating development there, which I don't necessarily want to do because that is a Iberian culture area, so it's automatically accepted. And so I would lose 7 development in Barcelona and only gain 4 in my capital. So that's not necessarily ideal, but it's something we could take a look at doing. But in the meantime, let's get this going, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pull this guy off of here because he may well be attacked by these 27,000 Yemenis here. It's a fairly significant amount, and also he's not really making any difference. And ladies and gentlemen, as we know, we have 5 missionaries. You might ask, how the heck do we have 5 missionaries? Well, of course, your base value is 1. I got 2 because the Counter-Reformation is still going on. 1 because I'm a defender of the faith, and the other because I have just conquered Mecca, the Islamic holy city. That's right, it's mine. Which is interesting. The Counter-Reformation is still going on because the centers of Reformation are no longer triggered. It's now the age of absolutism. And honestly, pretty unimpressive, this Reformation, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty unimpressive, if I do say so myself. You know, we have France that managed to stay Catholic, and they're occupying a lot of Protestant lands and slowly converting them. A lot of these Central German countries, principalities, and Trappist orders, apparently. The Trappist order of Würzburg, led by Leopold von Hardenberg. Okay. The Bavarian Empire. Apparently Bavaria is an empire. It's not a very big empire, in my opinion, but why are they emperor? Oh, they're the emperor of the age area. Okay, makes sense. Well, anyway, guys, we have a war going on here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one that I pieced out of to take Barcelona and, of course, Algiers. So, yeah, I wanted to take Barcelona because I wanted to get some more trade power in the Valencia node to prevent them from really siphoning off too much of this trade power here. Having this, and once we get it cored up and obviously upgraded into a world port, we'll be able to send some trade power back to my home node, as well as just reduce the amount of trade power other countries have in there. I'm also planning on annexing, of course, Valencia. So I'll have, if we dev this up twice, we'll have another world port here. So that'll give us definitely the majority in the Valencia node. So that'll prevent these other guys from taking quite as much from the Seville node. Anyway, let's do ourselves another conversion here. We could do some more of these African or the fetishist provinces. And so we just converted Nagasaki, which I wanted to do because we can immediately put that in now a trade company. Nippon charter, cool. So as we know, we have this whole trade network going down this way. So these guys, I pretty much sent them to patrol Nippon because I wanted to get the event or the mission. Yo, you seem to really love Portugal. I do. Portugal is my favorite nation in EU4, and I'm having fun with this playthrough. I really am. I just figured I'd keep going with it, because why not? I don't know. At some point, at some point, I'm going to stop and do other things. But I've been having fun with this. I like doing it, and so I'm sticking with it for now. Sticking with it for now. So I'm thinking later to do I'm thinking later of doing a Minecraft. Some Minecraft live streams, maybe. That could be really cool. I'm going to start making military administrations because I want some more manpower. That's something I'm going to be focusing on and putting down in some of these places. Because if we can get enough manpower, we might be able to actually stand against France here. So ultimately, one of the reasons why I'm still going with Portugal is the goal I set out for myself was to complete the mission tree. Now, that became a little bit more complicated with Castile having fallen under France. So it makes the whole idea of getting to intervene in Castile, a bunch of these provinces, and of course, eventually the Lusitanian Empire. Yeah, that makes it a little difficult because that involves me taking all of Iberia. So that is essentially completing all these missions is essentially my goal. Of course, there's a little bit more I have to do in for example, India, and later, of course, Burma. I also have to get more wine provinces. So I basically going to kind of continue on with this until I complete the mission tree, or if 1821 happens first, I'll play up until that. But I think that we reached part 20. I think that maybe the next stream I might do a different game, and then every other stream I might come back to this one. But nonetheless, yeah, Portugal has always been my favorite EU4 nation. So that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at, my good friend Jim's MQ. So we've breached the walls here, but they have quite a few guys in their garrison and pretty high morale. I think that if I were to assault that, I would lose all my infantry, to be honest with you. Ooh. Half-price trader. Now, of course, we have this guy at 5. I think he's already a half-price guy. Yeah, he's already half-price. So there's not really any point of me replacing him. So that's fine. In fact, I think all of these guys are half price actually. This is amazing. So we're at. I'm not sure why these guys are taking attrition. Does this have like maybe like a naval battery or something or what? That's interesting. Why am I taking attrition here? I mean, I still have Aiden. He's right outside the port. I don't really understand. But, okay. But yeah, man. Jim, thank you for Jim's MQ. Thank you for joining tonight. It's always a pleasure whenever you come into the stream. One of my dear subscribers. I appreciate you a lot. So, yeah, man. Wow, look at all these we have to core up. Oof. And you know, I wanted to feed a bunch of these to Jerusalem, but I messed up a little bit. I didn't realize that Ethiopia was occupying these two provinces, and I ended up giving them in a peace deal. So yeah, Aqaba and the Sinai, man. That's owned by Ethiopia apparently now. Palembang, it's converted. Nice. That'll be a great addition to our trade company. That is a center of trade, of course. Beautiful. And I'm trying to make sure I add these guys to the centers of, not the centers of trade, to the trade company every time I convert them, so that way I don't have to like go back and look around. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any guys down here to deal with these Klee ones, but that's fine. Once I deal with these Yemenis, I'll send, maybe I'll send a portion of them up to Khorasan to deal with them. That's why I brought the ship over here, so they can easily get over this area. And I'll send the rest down south. I'm going to try to bypass Adal, although I don't think I can bypass these forts here. So I'll have to take either Trogdor or Harar itself, and then I'll just head straight down, occupy this fort, then the capital, and then I'll piece them out. Yeah, so also let's keep our diplomats here occupied. We'll make our claims in Japan. Let us start building maybe spy networks, or maybe we just improve some relations. Let's see. One thing I don't really tend to look at too much is the opinion map mode. France, we have here. We should definitely improve our relations with a whole host of these different guys. Yeah, maybe Bamanis. No. Let's go ahead and actually improve our relations with our vassal in New Castile, because they've been getting some liberty desire going. And, I went ahead and right before I started this, I went ahead and did placate rulers twice, which is why I only have 54 prestige. But I don't want to have to be doing that all the time, so I want to get some good relations with them. And they're pretty much already as big as they're really going to get, unless I take some of this land from this French New Castile colony, which is decent size, but obviously my Mexico colony is a lot larger, a lot higher development. So I could, in theory, send them against New Castile, but of course, France will definitely intervene in that. But I think that's how I might, if anything, start the war with France if I genuinely end up getting to that. So, yeah. So they've got their stuff going. Of course, we're making more of these military admins. And that's, if you look at this, these guys only, generating less than 200 manpower. But we see with the military administration, it definitely increases how much we get. It's still pretty low in comparison to, for example, actually cored up or actually stated provinces. But it makes a big difference. It still makes a big difference. So that's something I hadn't really made much of before, but I'm going to start prioritizing a bit more because, honestly, I have a pretty huge income right now. Pretty huge income. So I think that's definitely something possibly something we should probably prioritize. Rather than like just flat out more income. Okay, so all right. Oh, Soyo, we converted a few more provinces here. Which ones was it? This one here. We'll trade company that up. And I think I'm not sure what the other one was actually. So that one's Soyo, and then what else was it? Was it one of them here? No. One of them over here? No. I'm not sure where I just had my guys convert. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what they just converted. I'd like to add it to the trade company or to a trade company, but I'd have to know where the heck I was converting. And I just don't. Okay. No, seriously, where the heck was it? I don't think it was in Africa. I'm pretty sure all of these are in my trade company. Oh, it's right here. There we go. So you see 51 manpower, production or income 0.04, increases our manpower, increases our income. Beautiful. Bambuk Marrakech. I don't know. Okay. So I've got a lot of rebels popping up, or at least a few. Mamlukian separatists, Ndongo, which is here. These guys could easily deal with them. Portuguese particularists. Those are never fun. In Ormuz. Well, that's okay. Thank you for deoccupying a Khorasan-occupied province for me, I guess. We have Cleveland separatists? That's funny. Gotta love that, man. It's my favorite thing when your enemy deals with your rebels for you. Isn't that amazing? Oh, and Sudo up Ajuran separatists, and they'll probably be doing the same thing. That's great. Okay. Marrakech. Oh, that's Marrakesh. Okay. Marrakech. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we just took from Seuss. Okay, no problem. Cool. All right. All right. Yeah, so this is the army that we're going to send over to defeat Khorasan. And so Khorasan has a standing army of 59,000, 28,000 of them being, so almost half being right here. And so we're definitely going to be getting the jump on these guys. And I don't think they're going to survive this personally. I don't think it's going to happen. What is this? Sunni zealots? That's kind of weird. Okay. Can we? We should probably get an admiral on this fleet, but 23 heavy ships. We're fine. We don't necessarily need one. So how are you doing today, Jim? Assuming you're still in here. Oh, yep, the Zadruan Separatist showed up. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We definitely want to also put some more of these guys down. Orgy's Township, General's Mansion, Manpower Increase, Trade Steering. Oh, it's trades. No, never mind. Trade steering doesn't make any sense for here. Instead, probably get trade value modifier over here and yearly army tradition. That's pretty good. That if I get trade value modifier, that will only really give me a lot of benefits when I actually, occupy more of Japan if I'm planning on doing that. So I think that might just be better for the Governor General's mansion, and we will at least get less minimum local autonomy. So, or a lower minimum local autonomy. So that will benefit us right now immediately, as well as if we were to occupy more Japan. So I think it makes sense to do. I want to get one of these upgrades on every trade company, because you only can have one per trade company. They're quite powerful. Oh, they're running away, are we? Running away. Well, sorry, guys. I don't think you guys are going to be able to escape. Oops. 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 Well, unless these guys can somehow get out of here over land. Oh, yeah, apparently these guys can't go over land. All right. Guess we'll chase these guys down then. Head over to Bam. Bam. Or, okay. Apparently going this way. That's fine. We got Sioux Separatists. You guys can deal with them. I don't think they need a general. All right, we're going to be battling our own particularist rebels. That's totally fine by me, to be honest with you. We'll deal with them quick. And of course, with our fleet, we can easily go over this straight crossing straight into the core of Khorasan. And you know what? We will just leave these guys here to take back Ormuz from these rebels. Okay, so these guys are getting ready to engage with us. Perfect timing. We just took out Taiz. So those guys will come to the aid of them. If these guys get here quickly, we will be winning this battle. I believe, or maybe not. This is actually going to be quite close. No, unfortunately, it looks like actually the enemy will be getting the upper hand in this battle. Wow. Okay. That's unfortunate. That hurt. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's turn this back down to 2. A lot of notifications are popping up real quick. Okay, that sucks. Shoot. What is this? Plight of Mandanda. Yeah, I don't I don't really think I care about that place. So here's a question. Is there any places that it makes sense to have trade steering? Maybe here in Tunis. Maybe here in Tunis. Actually, no. No. No one else is really trying to steer trade away. That wouldn't make much sense. Let's go with instead. Get more army tradition. We can up the trade value. Sounds good to me. I think it might make sense here as well. Although here, we go for minimum local autonomy, boom, oop, and make the Governor General's mansion right there. All right. Cool. Well, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we have a colonist that is unoccupied. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And 2 diplomats unoccupied. I like to have 1 available at any given time because we might actually even be able already to peace out Hadriman, to be honest with you. Yeah, 81 war score. Well, let's see where else we can take from them because they have some provinces out here. Baikal, I think that's a spice province. Yeah. Which is good because that'll link me up on land to Luzon. They're not at the moment willing to accept that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, we can wait. We can wait. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just realized something. These guys are actually going to be retreating over to here. So these guys are going to immediately try to come down on me and stack wipe me. So let's try to pull off a little operation to prevent that. So we'll see what we can do. If let us combine these two, we will consolidate regiments. Okay. We will force march. Okay, we can't move. Crap. Question is, can our fleet get there quick enough to pick these guys up? No. Okay, so we can't pick them up. So we can't pick up the Tercio de America because they do not have enough morale. Now, if these guys don't arrive until the beginning of the next month, we might be able to actually ship these guys out. So 27th, 28th, 29th. No. So we got stack wiped there. So, yeah. That hurts. I won't lie to you guys. It seems I underestimated the Yemenis and the forces they had over here. Most definitely. So right now, yeah, so we're under force limit now. So I think that it might make sense actually to construct another little brigade here. Beginning of this month. So yeah, we will be recruiting some extra guys over in this area. Although we also have these guys here. So let's start bringing them over. Yeah. So as you can see, our manpower is kind of, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say it's dwindling. We have 96. Oh shoot. My something. What was that? My Yamana, I think it might have been. No. It was my something. Mayumba. That's the one. Okay, right here. Ooh, ivory, ladies and gentlemen. Ivory. Hey, hey. That's pretty good income for 7 developments. Mid province. That's pretty good, guys. And of course, we have this extra colonist, so we could figure out where to send him. There's nowhere we can send him really at all, except for right here in the Americas. We could send him to the Tierra del Fuego, I guess. We could do that. Maybe you'd send more up to like Greenland, Canada, this whole area. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know really how much this area is worth to us, to be honest with you, but you know, it's something. You know, it's another like you know, we have another 0.6 income and 200 manpower from this area, so it's something. Ooh, shoot. Okay. Well, that's kind of a funny strategy these guys are doing. They don't want to go into for the kill on our guys here. I don't know why. They could get a stack wipe on him, but they've chosen not to. Interesting. Just why I brought these guys over, but if they're not going to engage with these dudes, may as well just bring these guys here. So hopefully these guys can get here quick. What the hell are these 70,000 Neapolitans doing here? Oh my god, 77,000. Oh, what a cool looking character unit. Yeah, so these guys can meet up with these guys when they arrive, and we'll renew our offensive this way. I think they'll be able to arrive before these guys can take back Thais. And ladies and gentlemen, we are Catalonian separatists. That's right. I forgot Catalonia is its own tag as well. That's kind of funny. That could be an interesting little vassal, this whole area. But I don't think I'll vassalize them. We're going to have these guys go up there, recuperate some of their units here, or recuperate some of their manpower. We'll put this guy on. And they'll get ready to engage with them. Ah, okay. Killing grounds. What does that give us? New bastions. Engineers have begun the art of positioning them to cancel attacking armies into specifically prepared killing fields. Defenders can inflict max amount of casualties on their enemies. Okay. I think we are in an okay position to apply that upgrade. So swivel cannon, offensive fire versus defensive fire, more defensive shock. I typically favor whatever is more geared to the offense. So basically it's the same thing, except we have more offensive morale, so we'll go with swivel cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, I pretty much always attack. Great project. Inukshuk? What? Wait a second. Dude, there's a great project up here? Dude, I had no idea there was a great project. In fact, I'm not even really aware that much of the great projects in the Americas. I know we have the San Antonio missions here. What is this then? Mesa Verde? I've actually been to Mesa Verde, ladies and gentlemen. That is a cool place. So you have to be totemist, of course. That's a powerful one, though. Technology and idea cost. Wow. Okay. Cahokia, of course. You have to be totemist, of course. Yeah, the White House, you have to be the United States. And obviously, we got the Zacatecas Mine City. Of course, Tenochtitlan, of course. Oh, there's one right here. Tizintzuntzan. Zintzuntzan. You have to be Nahuatl. Okay. Diplomatic relations and culture conversion time. And ignore coring distance. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Of course, Tikal, you have to be Mayan. And of course, there is Chichen Itza. There's one in Cartagena. Cartagena de Indias, fort system. Oh. Wow. That'd be a cool thing to have. Prestige from naval battles. Ship trade power plus 30%. Oh my God. Dude. Oh. Oh. Dude. I might have to actually prioritize getting this because plus 30% ship trade power is crazy. Paknan. Okay, so have to have the accepted culture. Trade efficiency plus 20%. Guys, I should have had these two. No, yeah, Chan Chan Citadel. That one kind of sucks, to be honest. Actually, what am I talking about? Diplomatic relations plus 2? Oh my God. Wow. Of course, Machu Picchu we're working on, and that's idea cost, foreign progress growth, cost for mercantilism, and of course, Tiwanaku, you have to be Inti, Cerro del Rico de Potosi. That is basically a bunch more gold production. Oh, and of course, Salvador de Bahia. Plus 25 local trade power. Oh my God. Wow. Well, goods produced. Global trade power plus 20%. Global settlement. Oh my God. Dude, some of these Americas, great projects are super strong. I think the walls of Benin, you have to be pagan. This one, Mbanza Congo, we can get. So, okay, I have to accept the Congolese culture in order for that to work. So, unfortunately, I basically already have these as, yeah, as trade company provinces, but you can make that into a state. Yeah. That's fine. Wait, hold on a second. It's both in a trade company and in a state? I didn't think you could do that. You can make things that are in trade companies also states? Hold on a second. What? Oh, you'll lose the trade company investments. Okay. 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 Yeah. So, yeah, I think I just lost any trade company investments I did there, but that's okay. Let's promote the Congolese culture. Congolese. we'll go ahead and promote that as culture. That gives us 5 promoted cultures. So that's good. That's good. We wanted that. And now we will take it off statehood. And go. Yeah, they're still, all these are still in the trade company. Wow. Okay. Sick. Yeah, so then now we can upgrade this great project. So what other great projects that I wasn't aware of are there? City of Kami? Never even heard of this. Well, that's great Zimbabwe, isn't it? Technology costs, cost of fabric claims. Kaliwa City, you have to be Muslim. Okay. Walls of Benin, you have to be pagan. This one, I was already planning on upgrading to Magnificent eventually here. This one, I'm in the process of upgrading to Magnificent. Same with this one. What other are relevant to me? Ooh, this one's Petra, I assume, yes. Nizwa Fort. Is or was Hishin Kaifa? Do you have to be in a Ubid? Or I've completed the forts of Oman. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. There's one here in Bam, too, the Bam Citadel. Ooh. I'd like to take and upgrade it and get this one. Look at the fence in this, caravan power, another merchant. Oh, and there's one here too. And this one you have to be, I'm pretty sure, Hindu. That one you have to be Dharmic as well. Well, that's a mess. You have to be, yeah, Dharmic as well. You need to be Dharmic as well. Not this one. Not this one. So these forts. What others do I have in my grasp? Grand Mosque in Aceh. Yeah, no, you have to be Muslim. You have to be Buddhist. Yeah, you have to be either Buddhist or Hindu. That's like Yogyakarta, I believe. Bali, I would assume you have to be Hindu for that. Yeah. What about the Grand Palace of Bangkok? You do not have to be Hindu. That's governing capacity, absolutism, vassal force contribution, aggressive expansion. That's a powerful one. Advisor cost, diplomatic reputation, diplomatic relations. And for this one, the Shwedagon Pagoda. In Yangon, you do have to, of course, be Buddhist. Anyway, not to, you know, we're not here to go over all of the possible, just all of the darn great projects in the whole game. But there definitely are quite a few. Definitely are quite a few. I think the only one in the Pacific Islands is definitely this Micronesia, which is on its way to Magnificent. Namido. Anyway, yeah, so that's basically all the ones I really have like any access to at the moment. Rather than if Kairouan, yeah, I think Muslim. Yeah, that's all we really have access to at the moment. Oh, there's one in Puerto Rico. Fuerte del Moro. Naval force limit. Ooh. Overlord. Oh my god. That's one of the reasons why. I was about to say that's one of the reasons why France has so many ships, but they haven't even upgraded this yet. That would be a good one to grab as well. Yeah, naval force limit modifier as well as overlord naval force limit. So that indicates to me actually that these ones over here are not going to be affecting the overlord nation except for, of course, this. So that's why otherwise you could just just stacks so much trade power. So probably even this 30% ship trade power wouldn't affect me. It would only affect whatever colony I have here in Colombia. Although, of course, if I were to just take, for example, this province individually or have less than 5 here without creating, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, like if I were to take the 3 Scandinavian provinces, I would actually be able to get that bonus. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, not to get too sidetracked, we already got extraordinarily sidetracked, to be honest with you, but Inukshuk over here, which are essentially, they're Inuit, basically rock stacks that were used as placehold or like place markers. Max promoted cultures. Okay. Yeah, and cost of advisors with the rules culture, promote culture costs. That's cool. We like that. Yeah. We like that a lot. That's really cool. Okay, cool. The next one, of course, upgrade is Mbanza Congo. Got to get that legitimacy, reform progress, institution spread in truth, faith, provinces. That's hot. That's hot. We want that. We like that. All right. So, coming up to deal with them. Cool. Capture the Straits of Hormuz. You guys link up with these other dudes. Come on, man. Guys, make your way up over here. What? No. What? No. Oh, man. Dude, this could be going a lot better, actually. Yeah, man, this could be going a whole heck of a lot better. I won't lie to you. This could be going way better than it is right now. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. All right, Hadjamet. What are you guys thinking now? Buy coal. Yeah, you want to lose your whole coastline. They give me coal, buy coal as well. No, no. No? Oh, screw you guys then. Oh, thanks, Commonwealth. All right, guys, you guys go. That works. You guys go ahead and go take out those rebels of Barcelona. Take BAM if you please. If we can catch these guys and these Khorasanis here, that'd be cool. Oh, Valencia offensive. Cool. All right, Mbanza Congo. Oh yeah, by the way, let's put some more of these. So, naval force limit, it's kind of lame. Or land at naval force limit, kind of lame. Kind of lame. Yearly army tradition, no, we're going to go with another Governor General's mansion. Now, won't we? All right, so... Ooh. Okay, hold on. Oh, nice, bam, book. That's right here. That actually doesn't make any sense to add that to a trade company. That is a gold province. So that's actually perfect. We will state these up. Iraq. Gaboo. All right. Yeah. Even though we're already attacking these guys, I think it still might be to our benefit to get the spy network going, just for hopefully to get it up 20 real quick, and as quick as we can, and get that siege ability with that. Looks like things are not going well for the Mamluks. It's kind of funny, their territory in Arabia is just completely cut off from their territory in Egypt. They have to go all the way around here into the Persian Gulf in order to even reach it. Kind of funny. All right, let us go down here. All right, Hadramut, are you willing to get out of this? Not quite yet. Not about it quite yet. Khorasan. Oh, Hijazi separatists in Mecca. Yep, deal with those guys. Khorasan, what kind of a sick peace deal could we get out of you guys? Take the whole coastline? That'd be pretty cool. Ooh. Some silk right here? What about that? That could be a cool little peace deal. Something like that. And we could, in theory, if we're to take on Gujarat, get like a whole entire like land bridge all the way from Arabia all the way to India, which you could, in theory, if we win another war against the Mamluks, we could, in theory, have a land bridge all the way from Morocco or even Grenada over here to India, which would be pretty crazy, actually. That would be pretty nuts. You know, if we're too lazy to transport people, we'd be able to send them walking all the way over. So, oh, nice. Yeah, by all means, harass the Mongols, Hijaz. Or Mongols, Mamluks. Hopefully they even win. Ooh, so yeah, these guys went on a little bit of a counterattack against the Valencians. They are being pursued by these Hadramut guys, but we can, of course, take Hadramut out of here. Nice. All right. Would you look at that? Kala and Shahir, which is a center of trade. So, what can we do? Core up Barcelona. Let's do that. Core up Mecca. Why not? And already start coring up Shahir. Cool. Yeah, let's get these guys over here as well to help out. Local traders, sure, that's fine. Oh wow, we actually surpassed, clipsed Ayatollah. Beautiful. Clipsed him. And just like that, would you look at that? Marrakesh converted. Gala, which I'm not sure what that is, but it's fine. And by the way, guys, it's already pretty late. This is not going to be a long stream tonight. Not at all. Nah. Let us both bless the ruler and send a papal legate. Nas Capi. That is Good. Now, so I think that once all these are completed, we might actually have a Canada colony going, actually. That's funny. I'm not entirely sure I even want that. So I might just start these guys on some of these other available provinces to colonize. Why not stand away and make our way into Siberia here? All right, so Governor General's mansion. Where else can we put one of those? Or where else should we put one of those? I do actually think that this might be the trade value modifier actually might be a little bit better over here. Because I feel like there's some actually pretty valuable provinces in the Timbuktu node, to be honest with you. Even though it's not like really getting us that much, but I think that'll help us. All right, would you look at that? Got our armies together. So they're attacking Shahir. Let us deal with these idiots, shall we? Oh my goodness, how big is... Wow, it's insane that Kaliwa's army has actually gotten so huge. I'm surprised, to say the least, because the last time I fought them, I mean, I took territory from them, and they're not, and their army wasn't as big as it is now. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, but so most of their troops are right over here. I'm not going to personally try to take this fight. Instead, I'm going to see if I can rendezvous with these Valencians up here. We'll see if we can do that. Or better still, oh, don't get too ahead of yourself, guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, are these guys about to end up on the BAM province? Ooh, Ottomans in the coalition? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Oh my god. Wow, okay, if these guys go on the BAM province, they're idiots. And they're locked in. And these guys are just going off over there. Wow, okay. So, all right, guys. You're welcome to just commit suicide if you want. And then these Adal troops looks like they're down to just basically corner themselves over here. I do not care about those two Jerusalemite troops. I don't care about them at all. So there's not really anywhere for these Adal troops to go because, I mean, they're kind of trapped behind the fort in Shahir and in Muscat. So they've trapped themselves, essentially. I mean, literally, they've trapped themselves. So, yeah. Boom. Bam. Those are some pretty lopsided casualties. Pretty lopsided casualties, guys. And of course, we won just the battle. And man, these Valencians, they can sure maneuver. So my question is, where's Khorasan's capital right now exactly? Ah, Golistan. Can we just go straight there? Looks like it. Cool. Cool. All right. You know what? Given the fact these Adal troops are trapped, why am I even worrying about them? Let's instead go for these guys. So, now that this old coalition is broken, now we have this even nastier coalition. Like basically all of the center of Africa here. The Ottomans, oh my god. Jeez. Hayataya. Bamanis, apparently. Now, I'll still be able to declare one Bamanis because they're guaranteeing Vijayanagar, those idiots. Which, just so that Vijayanagar does not go into this coalition, let's start actually improving relations with them. I think that would be a good thing to do. Well, meanwhile, man, some more of these trade company investments, although I'm not seeing the option. Ooh, thank you very much. Whoa. Whoa, man, whoa. 61,000 particularist rebels? Dude. Well, you guys get back here, that's for sure. But that's not going to be enough. I guess we better recruit another little army here. Yep. Oh, in Kayor, they don't have any sort of like trade building? That's fascinating. Okay. All right. Whoa. Oh, here are those Adal guys. Hold the phone, dudes. Hold the phone, dudes. Let's get these guys. And they're locked in. I do believe we will be catching those guys. Yep. Yeah, the key to winning these large-scale wars is to catch each of the enemy armies basically more or less independent, or when they're sort of separate from each other. So I think we stack wiped them. Sick. Okay. Let us. Can we? What's our war score with Yemen? So they're not even willing to wipe peace out. This is all I really want, honestly, from Yemen at the moment. I mean, I suppose it would be cool to get Taiz as well. But, I mean, what can we do to get some more war score? Yeah, basically just the fact that I occupy their capital is pretty much what I have war score from. Nothing else really. Bure. Yeah, okay, that's the gold province. We're not going to touch that. We're not going to add it rather to a trade company. There's no reason for that. No real huge benefit. You know, it's only going to raise the autonomy up higher for that gold province. I think that it's mountain. They're both mountains, so I think we will try and occupy Sanaa here, and I think we can piece them out from that. And if I don't have to engage with that 29,000, it's fine. All the better, in fact. All the better. Yeah, looks like they finally caught the Valencians. That's whatever. In the meantime, how are we doing with these guys? I think these 3 units combined with a good general probably take out these particularist rebels. I believe. I think so. I'm pretty confident. No, so I'm not getting the option right now for trade company upgrades. I wonder why. Okay. Well, so I'm getting it this way. Okay, military administration it is, guys. All right. Military administration it is. Oh, more particular struggles right here. Okay. So yeah, Golistan. Let's hang out over here. Can we also get the jump on these guys? No, let's not bother. Yeah, I think we can take their capital and we'll probably be able to piece them out. I think so. I believe. Sick Eric's Fjord. I don't know what I'll name this area. The southern Greenland region. It's the more sort of northern Greenland, like Nuuk and all that. The capital. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually fine with honestly not creating colonial can. No, we'll make a colonial Canada. I want. Oh. What? Japanese? No way. Okay, wow. All right. I'll let these guys just continue more or less to do their own thing here. I guess we're doing more Siberia for now, I suppose. Okay. And I mean, since no one's colonizing, we just pull all the way across this entire, area. So that's free real estate, essentially. Free real estate, ladies and gentlemen, free real estate. Okay, so this will be going down pretty soon. It'll be good to get that one down ASAP. So turn our attention over to Ivory and Vestbergen. Wow. Oh, I guess like narwhal tusks, essentially. Representing like whaling-related industries, I suppose. Military admin here. Military admin there. Also, so let's see the difference here. So before, 136, okay. We get the military admin, 237, or 36. So that's good. It's a significant improvement. Yeah, I mean, so you see, we notice how much manpower we're getting per month. It is increasing, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You guys can deport. We don't need you taking attrition. So, okay. You guys start assembling down here. And hopefully we can deal with these guys before they take Lisbon, maybe. Yeah, Yasudarso is here. Hopefully. Hopefully we can deal with them before they take our capital. It's not good. It'll add devastation in our capital, add autonomy in our capital, and of course, as you know, the longer they have that taken over, the less income we get, meaning less upgrades we can afford, and our power doesn't scale as quickly. So we hope to have these guys all ready to engage before Lisbon falls. So we're actually going to be assembling everyone in Ribatejo. Ribatejo. Oh man, they better hurry up. They better hurry the heck up. Come on, guys. Come on. All right. I think these guys have it. I think they've got it. Beautiful. Negative 14 already. Pretty quick progress. Oh yeah, speaking of things getting cored up, let us attempt to core up some more. Cool. Nice. We won the Battle of Lisbon. All right. Okay, so we will take Sanaa before these guys take Mecca. I am pretty confident of that. And so we'll see what kind of actually peace deal these guys will just take right off the bat. Because, yeah, of course, we could go up north to deal with them. But if you don't have to, well, why do it? All right, so where else can we even make one of these? The Congo. I think that's a trade value modifier type of place. So, Jolof separatists. Uh-oh. So, yeah, you guys deal with them and then pull up to the north. What else do we have going on in terms of separatists? Ooh, we have guys coming up in. In Malacca, or sorry, in Sumatra. Yeah, no, thank you. Where are these dudes? Okay. Conveniently enough, they're already on the province with the Africa Squadron. Will be indeed converting by coal. Taken fairly heavy tradition. Okay, yeah. Bunch of Achanese. Guys rose up, so we were going to go ahead and, yeah, hire this other dude once again. Khorasan. We're not going to exploit these people. Come on now. Let us take this, or let us take actually the capital of Khorasan first. Can we do that, guys? Potentially. I miss it again when we just converted. Color. Color. No, I was occupied. What do we just convert though? None of these ones out here. Right? No. Oh, Futsujolan. Cool. All right. And Cine, yes, sir. We'll add that to the trade company. Okay. Yeah, so why don't we put these guys on autonomous rebel suppression? Apparently can't do that. Send these guys walking up there. All right. Yeah, so let's use our fleet right here. Get these guys over to... Oh, it's funny. They can just walk over land. No way. Get over to Suez here. Have these guys pick them up, right? I think that makes sense as a strategy, don't you think? So yeah, guys, I mean, tonight it's a pretty chill stream. We're just hanging out, playing some video games. Not a huge attendance tonight. I mean, it's a lot later than I usually have these streams, and I'm actually more tired than normal. I'm not really at my best when it comes to commentary. You can probably see my eyes, and we're just hanging out. It's been a busy week. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I haven't had too much time to stream. That's life sometimes, and it's okay. But we are streaming now. It sure was busy. Oh yeah. Like is in you're saying mine was, or you're saying yours? Yeah, I mean, yeah. If your week was busy, what were you up to, man? All of us. Oh yeah. Oh, major, dude. Major, man. That's how life is lately. But I guess I could have deployed these 20,000 over to Sumatra actually, instead of taking guys from all the way out here. But that's okay. It's good to have a decent standing force in the Indies. I don't have enough out there right now. Yeah, man. It's been a crazy week. By the way, if you're ever wondering what I'm doing when I'm when I'm sort of looking off, or sort of when I have my head this way, I'm hitting my vape. I don't know, I'm not really sure, to be honest, how YouTube feels about that. So I don't know if that's something I could really do on stream. I don't know. I think another Governor General's mansion might be appropriate out here. Although I feel like if there's any place where you're going to make an admiralty, it would probably be in the Pacific, right? But I just don't feel like that. I just feel like the 5 extra land force limit is just kind of not that great, to be honest. I just don't feel like it's that good. And you could do trade steering. Well, to where? To Panama? To Australia? To Naipa? Lame, dude. I don't remember that. Those are nodes that are very peripheral to me. Oh. And this is, of course, the periphery of those peripheral nodes. Governor General's mansion. And you know what? That makes sense because we have the Nan Madol here. So imagine that we're turning Nan Madol into the governor's mansion. That could be the lore. So yeah. All right, you guys. But yeah, man, Jim, what were you up to this week? Can we take this before they take Muscat? That is the question. Outlook, not amazing. Maybe. There's a chance. Definitely taking Sanaa first, though. So, of course, Manilan Separatists and Bicol. Well, good thing we're bringing these guys out to the Indies already. I think we'll have these guys swing over, take these rebels out, and then hit either Harar or Trogdir. That's Highlands. They're both Highlands. What is this? Banjar, export licenses. Well, who is more loyal to me? Nobility or clergy? Or sorry, nobility or burghers? I think I'll lose this extra bonus from the nobility if I lose some of their relations. But tax income boost. Oh, Quang Nguyen is playing EU4. That's one of my subscribers as well. I'll take the tax income boost, actually. Beautiful to see that Barcelona's cored up. That's cool. I'm definitely stating that up, that's for dang sure. So, with my 100 admin power, can I core any of these guys up? No, not at the moment. That's okay. You guys are certainly taking your sweet time, aren't you? And we do actually have a vacant leader for them. Cool. Cool. Man, these EU4 sieges. Whew. This is going to get close. Oh yeah, let's put the last of these guys on. I don't think Comoros is occupied. We are going to put the Portuguese township for more trade value here. So I don't actually think that I have really any more provinces to put any of these things on, or any trade companies where I don't have the big investment left. I think that may be all of them. Can we take this here, please? Nice. Oh, but my stupid. I'm such a dummy. I don't have a. Oh man, I don't even have a mission. I don't have a diplomat ready. That's kind of stupid of me. Crud. We'll recall you. 42 days. Yeah, that's not gonna work. But you know, we've got these 8 guys. We'll take them out. Or 9 guys now. Maybe they won't take this. They probably will. They didn't. Can you guys get back in time before they take this? Can that be done? Can that be done? Ah, the siege is still on. So we have 33 with them. Can't take anything? I'd just like to take the coast. Dungo. And so that was Yas Sudarso. Just producing incense. Highly mediocre trade good. Sick. All right. Won that battle. Now let's swing over here. Sorry, wow. Sure we can't take any of these provinces in a peace deal? What about just these two? No? Nah. Yeah, they took with Scott. I think personally this is actually quite a good goal right here. Ooh. High war exhaustion. And that is going up from, yeah, attrition, blockaded ports. Reduce that a little bit. These guys are running away, which is actually fine. Well, 7 days fine. Fine by me. Meanwhile, Yemen. Yemen. We do this, we can. There we go. Now I don't have to deal with this 29,000. And so then we will go to, oh, we can't go this way. Okay. That is because I don't have my fleet handy, but they're right about to arrive over here, which I'm actually going to put an admiral on them, I think. All right, you guys get over here ASAP Rocky, please. Yeah, look at my new beautiful Yemeni coast, guys. Look at that. Linked all the way from here to the Suez Canal, or to where the Suez is now, or the Suez province. Just on, core up, and Zabid, how about that? Which are these two. And so this will definitely be becoming, Zabid will definitely be becoming a world port. Without a doubt. Foreign quarters in Goa. We like the trade power. How are we doing Khorasan? Pretty reluctant to my reasonable demand of taking their entire coastline. What trade company am I missing? Oh, Portuguese East Siberia. Yeah, which would be the entire Jiren node. Which, trade steering makes no sense here. He really does trade good, like trade value. It's like, what are these? It gives us a production increase? No. So we'll put the governor's mansion. So how many? Surprised our amount of manpower getting per month is not increasing. Very surprised, actually. All right, so these guys are going to take these rebels out. It's kind of hilarious to see Kaliwa hanging out here just doing nothing. Oh, God. Ooh. Hello. While a number of technical innovations during the course of the 16th and 17th centuries have increased output of production for some products, such as iron or cloth, to an extent, the biggest improvement in the field of production has come in the form of new forms of organization. By creating manufactories often outside of the city limits, merchant capitalists can bypass both the ancient guild laws that inhibit mass production, as well as pioneer ways to increase production through the organization and specialization of labor in one place. The forerunners of later industrialization are able to increase output by facilitating access to new raw materials and mass organization of labor, rather than by expensive new machinery. This is in itself a huge change over the often heavily regulated methods of old. However, and together with later technological advances, this new mode of production will come to revolutionize society, ladies and gentlemen. This changes everything. And that is coming from, damn it, Catalud. We did not get this one. Too bad. Too bad. All right, where are you, Mr. Fleet? Yeah, so you go ahead and autonomously suppress these rebels here. Thank you very much. You know what? What? What do I know? I'm going to play EU4 now. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fun game, man. It's super addicting, man. I have over the years blown just a obscene amount of time playing this game. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm not gonna spend that money. Oh, what am I doing? Let me get these guys down here. Ooh, but I should finish my previous game, or should I start a new one? Remind me, man. What was your previous game? Who are you playing as, and like how far in are you? End of the English Civil War. All right. Can revoke seats in Parliament. Okay. Yeah, the Royalists won the Civil War in England. Okay. I guess that's a mechanic in the game here. The English Civil War, that disaster that spawns in the English Civil War. Cool. Go figure. All right, fleet. Can we get over here real quick, please? Also, let's just improve some relations randomly. Oh, Gujarat has sown discontent. Great Britain. I conquered all available land that I can establish a colony. Then you're a naval hegemon. And eat up half of France. So, did you not get the PU on France? Why not, if not? But yeah, also, where is that hegemony thing? Economic hegemon, you need a monthly income of at least 1,000? Oh my God. Jesus. And you need 500 ships for naval hegemon? That's pretty crazy, dude. Well, I guess I'm actually not far from that. I could, in theory, go for naval hegemony. Ship trade power, naval engagement modifier, national sailors modifier, blockade efficiency. Ooh, 200%. Liberty desire and subjects minus 20%. Oh my god. And maximum power gains. Artillery damage from back row plus 20%. What? Like the PU in France, the personal union. Military hegemon have an army equal or larger to than 1 million. Oh my god. Jesus, I'm pretty far from that. Holy crud. So I'm actually technically right now the highest developed country by quite a bit. That's cool. Wow. And so the others, so we got number 1 is Portugal right now, 2 is France, Ottomans, England, Commonwealth, Scandinavia, Shun, and Jaunpur. Jaunpur, really? I guess I could see that. So economic hedge looks great, but I'm already have money as Britain, and since you got to worry about the colony independence, I picked the naval hegemon. So can you only pick one, or can you like if you meet the requirements, can you do more than one? Well, there's my fleet. Nice. Because you can only pick one. Okay. I guess I would be a little too OP if you could do all 3 of them. I might do the naval hegemon, even if you're a quality for all 3. Okay. Or even if you qualify for all 3. Okay, I see. Well, I think, shoot, I mean, go Trogdir. Shoot, okay. I mean, that, yeah, I mean, that good old, less liberty desire, that's pretty significant. I mean, minus 20% is pretty huge. I mean, that's strong. That's really strong. For sure. So what do some of the others do again? So with military hegemon, you get less war exhaustion. Ooh, 10% minus province war score cost. Monthly mill power. Wow. National unrest, land attrition, movement speed, siege ability minus 20%. That is overpowered. That is very overpowered. Yeah, so let us see if we can break Isfahan here. So these guys are being busy bees down here. It's good to see. Let us, Francisco Coelho, let's put him on these guys. Bring him here. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can break through Trogdir, because I think that'll be a little easier than going through Harar, because that is also capital. Yeah, I mean, then maybe, I mean, the military hegemon I'm really far from. Naval hegemon I could get to. Economic, I could, but I'm still pretty far away from that. So it might be just cool to get naval hegemon. And that might be the best. Oh, nice. So yeah, we've completed all these. So let's get our military administration going here. Seuss. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna head off to bed in a sec. I'm gonna go just turn out the light, which is honestly fair enough because we do gotta get going to bed here. But I would just like to piece out Coruscant as a way to sort of call off the night here. Again, you know, not like a super long stream tonight or anything. But we could call it at this. Like call it at like call this war with taking these two provinces. Or why don't we get BAM? Because actually that would be better because we will control this entire like strait area, and this also has a great project, right? Although, actually, what does Jask even matter? Like that, this province kind of is sort of relevant, honestly. What about these two? We're super close to be able to get these two. I think give us like 1 month and we'll probably be able to do that. Never mind. See? All right. That's fine. Yeah, I'll go for getting these two, but I think I'm gonna call it right now. I'm getting tired, but hey man, Jim MQ, dude, thank you for joining me tonight. Even though I know it wasn't like a super long one or anything, but I appreciate you stopping by as always. And I might be on Sunday. If not, it'll be next week. I know I don't stream as much as I'd like to, or as much as my loyal fans would like me to. But I'm doing my best here. So anyway, man, thanks again for stopping by tonight, and have a good night.